Well, my name is Julie. Julie Nogueira, but I got married, so it's Davis now. So Julie Davis. And I'm from Brazil, specifically Goiânia. I moved here in 2001, kind of middle. I didn't really know English. I pretty much learned from other kids and whatever, they would say. I would try to tag along. Kind of got in trouble for that.
Oh no!
So, whatever they would say, I would repeat it. So I didn't know I was saying a bad word.
What historical challenges have Latinos faced in the United States?
I would say communication. It's something, we still have a hard time with. Just everyday situation. Like, it could be the smallest details. I've been here for about 10 years, but still to this day, I still have issues expressing what I'm saying, especially at work, because I work at an ice cream shop, and somebody might say something like, the other day I learned the word for sprinkles from the north. Jimmies. For the longest time, somebody would say, oh, let me have some jimmies with that. I would put gummy worms. That's what I thought they were saying, gummy worms. So this lady shows up and she asks for, let me have strawberry with jimmies. I'm like, cool. So I come out and get a strawberry and a waffle cone, give her some gummy worms. She looked at me like, what's wrong with you? So I'm like, you asked for, jimmies. And that's what I understood. And I've been in Brewster's for 6 years and never dawned on me that's what it was. I think partially the communication, that would be the biggest thing, because it is a different culture, different words, different worlds pretty much.
What do you think can be done to address this problem?
Oh man. Well, we already partially have Spanish in our culture, given in Georgia. There's a lot more Hispanics. If you go up, I don't know, Vermont could be completely different. Never been there, but it's just being able to communicate. Maybe have like better alternatives in terms of learning English. I mean, I didn't really have that until 7th grade in middle school, ESL, and oh man, that helps a lot. Things you wouldn't think of the name or the term that you were supposed to use, the expression. Maybe you're saying it wrong. Like I said, I got in trouble in school so many times because I didn't know. I was just kind of, yeah, it's weird. But having ESL definitely helped. I mean, I wish they would still keep home ec. Everybody kind of communicated through food.
So you're a student at KSC right now,
yes.
And your major is?
My major, drawing and painting, concentration in drawing and painting, and possibly illustration.
For more than 20 years, immigration policy has provoked fierce political debate in the United States. There have been many periods of time where the economy has boomed just to bust and leave millions of Americans dealing with prolonged stagnation of their standard of living, loss of good-paying jobs, foreclosure of their homes, and lacking affordable health care insurance. Most recently, we can look at the Great Recession of 2008 to 2009. The instability of global capitalism has caused tremendous frustration and prompted many to direct their anger towards illegal immigrants, particularly Latin Americans, as a source of all of the economic problems, which is ridiculous. One example of this is when California voters approved Proposition 187, banning all public services for illegal immigrants by an overwhelming majority in 1994. Congress overturned it, but 2 years later, Congress enacted and President Clinton signed a series of new laws intended to sharply reduce both legal and illegal immigration and to quicken deportation of those deemed undesirable by government. Many are convinced that the new immigrants are different from the past immigrants from Europe. Their mindset being that the new immigrants refuse to assimilate, hold on to their native languages, drain the public services, and produce a disturbing share of criminals. I wonder how they would feel if the roles were reversed. Radio talk shows and news channels are the ones that stoked this fear and panic and caused people to demand action against immigration from their politicians, such as Proposition 187 and the new laws we were discussing a moment ago, enacted by Congress. So how would you respond to someone who was convinced of these things?
Oh man, I'd say the only word I could come up with is be open-minded. You know, it's somebody that comes from a different country. You don't adjust because it's a new country. It's a new life. You just got to be open-minded about it. I don't know. It's tough. It's a very tricky subject. 'Cause everybody has a different opinion. You know. In my opinion, everybody here is an immigrant. You know, everybody that came in this country is an immigrant at some point in their life. But it's sad to see, you know, a lot of people are still debating about it. It's very controversial. I have friends that have been deported. Many friends have gone and stayed and gone, and it's just sad. So, being open-minded, that's something everybody should have, because your next door neighbor might be somebody from a different country, or your cleaners, or anybody around you. You're always affected by somebody that's from a different country.